Welcome back to Bruins Game Reactions. Boston Bruins lose 6-4 to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Something's gotta give here. I mean, this game sucked, honestly. They were right with them for most of this game. And then Toronto pulls it out in the end. I don't want to say it because I'm not supposed to say it. This Leafs team, they might be different. Yeah, they might be, just a little bit. I mean, what do I say that I haven't already said? Oh, Mark Kastelik signed a 3-year extension. 3 years, $1.537 million a season. I'm excited for that. I believe he's 1 point behind his career in Ottawa totals, and he's played less than half a season, or he plays half a season tomorrow, because he missed one game earlier this year. That's going to be a good contract. That's going to end up being variable in the minors if it goes that far south, which I don't think it will. This guy just embodies Bruins hockey, though. Those are my quick thoughts on the game. On the contract. Getting back into the game. First period down 1. Second period you tie it up. Third period you keep it tight. Can't keep it tight enough, and yeah, the Leafs pull one out. I mean, I guess there's not much else to say, so let's get right into the first period. All right, end the first period. Maple Leafs lead 1-0. Boston should be leading this game 3-2. I mean, coulda, shoulda, woulda, but couldn't pull it off. David Pastrnak gets a chance early, rips it off the post, and then the puck just kind of dies. Starts rolling slowly towards the goal line. Joseph Woll just barely realizes where it is, spins himself around, kicks it out with the stick. No goal. And then the amount of times Joseph Woll played the puck and Boston had a guy right there, if not two. You need something there. You need some kind of finish. I'm at a loss for words for that period, to be honest. That sucked, really. That was not the first period this team needed. They were kind of shut down throughout the second half after their first power play, being the only power play of the period, and go figure, no shots, because why would there be any? It's a Boston power play. Still 31st in the league, under 13%. Toronto has the 10th best penalty kill. You're winning this game 5-on-5 here. Good news is there's been big hits. Big hits don't win you hockey games. You gotta capitalize more. And that's where it stops and starts, really. This team, I don't know. Like, Joseph Woll would come out of his net, play the puck back behind his net. Wide open cage for a good 5-6 seconds. And Boston would have the puck. Can't get it done. Now you can attribute that to the Maple Leafs defense. Everyone's saying it's really good. I don't know. I mean, it's up there. I wouldn't say it's maybe just outside top 10 in the league, give or take. Boston should probably be right there as well when they're fully healthy. Obviously, without Lindholm, probably closer to mid-pack. I don't know. That one Maple Leafs goal that went in, though, Elias Lindholm thought he had more time and space than what he did. Matthews picks his pocket. I believe went to Tanev, Marner to McCabe, and just beats Swayman. High blocker. One of those ones that's going to happen, unfortunately. Yeah. Shots are 11-9, I believe. So pretty even, considering how bad I think Boston played. I don't know. It could just be me being pessimistic. Everyone's saying that they're playing good. I'm not seeing it. I'm really not. Because to me, playing good would be this team has more than 9 shots and no goals on the board. And then the goal that should have made this game, in my opinion, 3-2. John Tavares just barely gets his stick on a puck. McAvoy gets more of it and deflects it out. Should have gone in, honestly. Just one of those ones, once again, kind of like all the Boston chances. You have a chance and you can't bury it. Yeah. So Boston heads into the second period, down 1-0. Looking to bounce back here, hopefully. Second period gets going, and 3.5 minutes in, Matthew Knies gets a brutal tip-in goal. It might have honestly gone off Swayman's glove. I'm not sure. It looked like it did from the camera behind the net. Matthews puts one on. It doesn't even look like Knies tried to tip it, which might make this goal that much better. He does, though, and it looks like it's going wide. Swayman kind of half gets his glove out, half doesn't. Like he was going to make it, like he was going to try and make the stop or just let it go into the corner. And it looks like it tips off his glove and goes in. And it's at that point you start thinking, okay, this might be the end of it. No. Morgan Geekie, not 30 seconds later, actually less, because it was right off the opening draw after that, gets a wide open cage. Puck gets picked off behind the Maple Leafs net, gets sent out in front from Charlie Coyle. Pavel Zacha takes a shot, squirts out to Morgan Geekie. Joseph Woll thinks he has it. He doesn't. Morgan Geekie, a foot outside the blue paint, rips it, wide open cage, and just like that, Boston is right back in it. After that goal, it's just looking to build momentum, and they did. They honestly did. They kind of ran the rest of the game, the rest of the period, for the most part. There were 2 penalties in this period. One was on, I believe it was Nylander, and then the other one was on Zacha. Might have been Zacha. They were within 20 seconds of each other, so kind of a wash. Unfortunately, because of that still hurts Boston's penalty kill. Can't get much worse than that. Or, sorry, not penalty kill, power play. Can't get much worse than what it is. So we move on to the Trent Frederick goal to make it 2-2 with less than 2 minutes to go. That goal was right off the face-off, almost. Frederick wins the face-off and just kind of starts making his way over to the kind of low slot, high crease area, kind of just in between the hash marks, and just gets a beautiful feed. And from there, he's a guy that if someone needed one, he was. Actually, no. I was going to say he's top of the list. Pasternak is top of the list. He needs every goal he can get. Trent Frederick would be top 3 on this team in needing a goal. Just gets a beautiful feed. and I mean, just kind of beats Joseph Wall, really. So now, with the Leafs coming out of this one, tied up at 2 with Boston, heading into this one, they had I believe it was a plus 20 or plus 21 goal differential in the second period throughout this entire season. Just under half a goal a game on the positive. I'm not too sure what Boston's is. I think it's around plus 4, give or take, maybe. So definitely to come out of this one tied, you get 20 minutes. It's going to be a shootout. So you can get it. Clearly, this is tonight's going to be a depth scoring night from Boston. Not a bad thing. Just wouldn't hate if our big guys kind of stepped it up a little bit. Marchand hasn't done much. He's been relatively quiet. Pasternak, he's just been kind of struggling everywhere except assists. Yeah, I mean, who else are the big guys? Lindholm, Zadorov, I guess. They're not goal scorers, though. I guess Zacha would be up there. But yeah, we now head into the third period, tied up at 2. One more note, the 2 penalties in this period were Nylander and Elias Lindholm. Not Pavel Zacha, I believe I said his name. They were Nylander and Lindholm. Again, within 20 seconds, 4-on-4. Unfortunately, still counts towards Boston's penalty kill. Penalty kill and power play percentage. Can't do much about it. Into the third we go. Tied up at 2s. 20 minutes. Let's sort this out. Alright. That third period could have gone better. Boston Bruins come out of that outscoring the Leafs. With the Leafs outscoring them 4-2. Matthew Knies gets a hat trick. Boy, wow, is this kid something. I mean, I don't know what to say about those. Matthew Knies is a special kid. I mean, the moves this kid just puts on is absolutely crazy. The refs just completely ignoring Oliver Ekman-Larsson tripping David Pasternak down the Leaf zone, turning the puck over. But whatever. I'm a Boston fan, so I'm not allowed to complain. I mean, Matthew Knies takes it down the ice. I don't even know who was on the ice for that, for Boston. I think Zacha or Carlo were one of the 2 last guys back. Takes one of them down to one knee, pulls Swayman, sticks it between his legs, and puts it far side. I mean, that kid is... if you're a Leafs fan, that kid is absolutely electric. Gets his first career hat trick in this one. And if you're not a Leafs fan, you hate him. And I really bloody hate him. Just looking over everything that I missed, because I probably missed a lot. David Pasternak, quite quickly, actually, less than a minute later. Actually, yeah, 3 goals, across both teams, less than 2 minutes apart. Pasternak steals the puck in the offensive zone. I want to say it, off of either Tavares or Pacioretty, I think. I mean, just beats Woll cleanly. Gets his first goal of the game. Ends up getting another one later on. Ends up being inconsequential. Wow. Yeah. Pasternak scores, makes it 3-3. You're down, but you're not out. Less than a minute later, Matthew Knies again, I mean, just brutal. Feeds Matthews, who passes it right back to him just as they enter the Bruins zone. Knies dumps it in, Matthews gets it, and feeds him in the high slot, and just blasts one over Swayman's glove. That all happened. Wow, that was 40 minutes ago, really. Okay, well. That all happens in the first half of the third period. Morgan Geekie takes a high sticking penalty with about 9 minutes left. Yeah, bit of a soft call. I mean, the calls in this one were quite confusing, to say the least. And then, 2 minutes left in the game. Boston with the empty net. Mitch Marner scores. Pasternak, again with the empty net, gets the Bruins back within 1. Minute 50 left. Their first 6-on-5 goal this season, which I cannot wrap my head around. But apparently it was. And then Austin Matthews pool cues it in, makes it 6-4, and that is the game. Yeah. I don't know what happened there in that third period. They were right with them the whole time. That top three. Matthews had a goal, 2 assists. Knies had 3 goals and I believe another assist, if not 2. And then who was? I didn't even pay attention who their third line mate was. Might have been Marner. Had, I believe, 2 assists and a goal. Again, just can't be doing that. Boston has now played half their season. Oh, I'm just remembering something that they said in the broadcast. So, Boston now falls 8 points behind Toronto, with Toronto having 1 game in hand. 6 points behind Florida, even on games, if I'm not mistaken. 2 points ahead of Tampa, who, as of this recording, have 6 games in hand. They play 1 tonight, so that'll be 5. But they have 6 games in hand currently over Boston. Hold on. I just want to make sure I get this right. If this is the case, and I'm checking right now, I'm pretty sure it is. Oh my. Yeah, no, that is spot on. Boston is 4 points ahead of Ottawa for the second wild card spot. Sorry, Florida has 1 game in hand over Boston as well. Ottawa has 3. Well, and then Columbus, Pittsburgh, Montreal, all right there at exactly 500. 1, if not 2 games in hand on each of those. Wait, Pittsburgh? Okay, so the Penguins have come out of nowhere. This team might not make the playoffs. I've been fairly adamant that this team will. I'm not sure. They need to change it around. I guess the only saving grace is that Tampa is going to be playing 5 more games in as many days heading into the final half of the season. Wow. shoot, this is this is not good. That panic button looking pretty sexy right now. I'm not gonna lie. Trent Frederick gets his first goal in, what is it, I think 8 games, maybe, if not more. Gets his first point in 8 games. His first goal in, that might be his first of the season, honestly. I don't remember. Wow. David Pastrnak gets a 2-goal game. Pittsburgh. I can't believe that Pittsburgh's there. I mean, they were not good to start the season. Oh, and the Rangers. I would assume the Rangers are going to turn it around. I believe they just lost 7-4 today, so great job. Jonathan Quick, game of his life against Boston, and then gives up 7. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, I mean, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. Click like if you like. Click subscribe if you really liked. Second half of back-to-back against the New York Islanders. And you play a tough schedule the rest of this month. Figure it out.